it's a man's job to attain. It's a woman's job to retain, right? So what I mean by attaining is the man does view the woman as a prize at the beginning, right? First few dates.
She looks, everything like that.
Do you know when that dynamic changes? No. The moment, the moment,
No.
the moment that the woman sleeps with the man. If the man knows how to control the situation, that dynamic changes because this man, right, whoever he is, whether he's got certain value, certain status, the reason you slept with him is because you found him attractive. That's the only reason you slept with him, because you wouldn't sleep with anyone who's not attractive.
And if you is, then
right?
you're wild. I'm not
Now, how does a woman view a man's, or how does a woman, how are they attracted to a man? Two different things can be experience, right? Experience. How is it that on the first date, few first dates, what kind of experience is he giving you? Where is he taking you? How does he make you feel? How does he dress? How does he talk? How does he walk? All that good stuff. The second one is respect. Do you see that other people around him respect him, right? And does he respect himself? So attraction is key, right? So that's the only reason you would even consider sleeping with him. Now that dynamic changes because, again, you have the ball in your court at the beginning. You withhold that. The moment that you give that up, now it's in our court. You know what I'm saying? And a guy who is of high value will know how to control it, know how to navigate through it, and say, look, you know, now she's the one that's going to be pursuing me, right? Because I kind of talked about this in the last podcast, but retracting attention, a man retracting attention, and it's not to say we're ghosting you or nothing like that, but I'm obviously not going to be on top of you like that. Like now you're going to be pursuing because you're not going to want to be seen as someone who's just sleeping around with just anybody all the time. You're losing your value if you decide to sleep with another man the next weekend. You know what I mean?
Can't add another body.
So for you to retain, now the man is a prize because you need to retain the man. Mm-hmm. Because if he is of true high value and he is an attractive man and other women want him, he's got options. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
depends on the situation, I guess.
okay, so that's my view on it.
Do you have a scenario?
Yeah.
No.
Why it depends on the situation?
Sad? Go ahead.
Real quick, Ryan said, should women be upfront with men as well and open to create a genuine vibe, or is that not traditional?
It's hard to find women that are like that up front because I feel like a lot of women nowadays always want something.
I feel like it depends. I feel like we should be definitely genuine and upfront, but I think that some men make it hard because they're so judgmental.
Yeah, I agree with
And
that.
that's coming from somebody who's
Judgmental.
27 and has had experience in her life.
Yeah.
You know, because y'all are judgmental, like you just said. Our value goes down depending on how many people we sleep with,
That's true.
etc.
That's
So
very
it's just
true.
like, okay, but I'm
But-
bisexual, so it's just like,
Well, that's a little bit different.
okay, but
That is a little different.
It is
Not
different. If you sleep with like 30
Yeah.
girls, I'm not gonna, and you only sleep with 3 guys. It's not that big of a deal at that point.
Yeah, I'm not
Three
seeing it the
guys,
same way. Yeah.
It's not. It's 3 guys.
Yeah.
30 girls is cool. It's girls. They're not literally going inside your body as if a man was. Completely different.
okay.
Completely.
Yeah.
Still judgmental though. It still makes it hard.
Like, you're still judging.
Yeah, you're still judging.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, okay, that brings me to my next question.
Go ahead.
Does body count matter? We don't have to talk about real numbers, but does the body count matter?
I can see
Whether
why
with
it
the guy
matters
or
to some
with the girl.
guys.
I feel like everyone's grown at this point, so I feel like it doesn't matter in a way.
Yeah.
Like whoever you fucked in your past, that's on you. Like, at least you're clean or whatever the case is. But I feel like it shouldn't matter.
Okay, here's a scenario. Let's say you had a daughter and she's 17, 18. Would you want her to sleep with 100 guys?
No.
Damn,
So
that's
body
deep.
count matters. So body count matters.
But like I feel like
17 and 18.
right.
I said, would you want her to sleep? I didn't say
Yeah.
she already did. I'm saying, would
Oh.
you want her to sleep with 100 guys? Like, no. So that means body count does matter to an extent.
To an extent.
To an extent.
But it does matter.
It does matter.
It does.
They just want to say it. It does matter.
Yes.
It matters. Now, again, I will tell you why, right? Because it matters for a woman to have a high body count, right? Whereas it doesn't matter as much for a man to have a high body count, right?
No, that's
There's
the
two different
experience.
things. That's
That's the
experience.
experience.
That's where the experience comes in,
I
right?
was, I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
I would say, like, for women, they fuck who they want, and then for guys, they fuck who they can.
To an extent, yeah, I would
Yeah.
say that's
Yeah,
very true.
that's a very yeah. You know what? Yeah, I got it. I got that
Majority of
one.
the
Yeah.
guys that are on the lower end, like
Yeah.
18, 19, 20, like a lot of them don't look as good. They barely getting their life started.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're